And good morning, and it's Friday morning. Good morning to everyone, and hello from United States. This is Robert Upchurch, CEO of CTI, and Eduardo. Good morning.
Church. Good to all you guys in Asia. Welcome to our show on Facebook. And one more time, welcome as a part of our family. Today, some news.
Some semifinals, yeah.
We also have the semifinals of our Maritime Challenge, which is really interesting. People are voting since like last Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
We have almost 1,000 votes. You guys can vote right now. All right, so stay with us because at the end of the show, we're going to announce those people that is going to the grand final for the storyteller.
Great. I've been watching the votes. The votes are just skyrocketing. Congratulations to those people out there, and I believe the way it's set up, they need to get people to go vote, correct?
Actually, like everybody, like if someone is new here, we are streaming from Facebook. You are just new here. This is Maritime Chat. You go to the website CTI-myanmar.com. You submit your video, something that you feel good. Afterwards, see, I'm speaking here. So afterwards, we select videos and then we present the videos here. Five, 6 months. And today is the first of our semifinals.
Oh, great.
So we create and then people copy the link and then send to their friends or their friends vote on them and to see them on the final. So we have 2 candidates who move straight to the final because they have 1,000 votes.
A lot. Good for them.
And we have 7 contestants here competing for one spot in the grand final.
Okay.
So let's see what's going to happen in the beginning of the guy wasn't the first, then he jumped the second, then he's now. So it's all over the place. That's we can get.
Well, this is great. So if you're in the semifinals or the final, you know someone there with you that for let's give a thumbs up to let them know that you're here to support them, right? Yeah, I know a lot of people in the chat already. So Eduardo, so what they should do, just let them.
Yeah. So you guys, the votes is still close in the end. We're gonna show up for ourselves who's gonna win, who's not gonna win at this stage before they go to. But what you should be doing right now is sharing the link with your friends.
Oh, okay.
You know, like be able to chat and if you wanna. But guys, they already did a great job doing the way. But you guys here, I think what's going on. You guys can put the link and then you can vote.
You know, one of the reasons we came back to YouTube as well as we started on Facebook. Sorry, we started on Facebook our Maritime Challenge, and people used to that. We said, okay, do a special edition. Go to Facebook or Facebook this time, correct? Where are we on Facebook? Okay, we're on Facebook and YouTube. I get them mixed up all the time. All right, let's get some things we got going on today. You know, the stocks again. We talked about this in our last show. Stocks again have rallied for the cruise lines on the information that vaccine is coming. There's a company called Moderna in the United States, a 98% success rate, and also Pfizer with a 90% success rate. So they've all applied for an emergency to be able to start using the vaccine. So great information there. And of course, how does it affect the cruise line? Well, if the cruise line obviously start vaccinating the people before they come on board, then what a great thing this will be. Right? People need to get back to normal as quick as possible, but we can't expect this overnight by any means, right? It's going to take, June, July, August, somewhere around there to motion in place to see how well the vaccine is working.
Yeah, this week I saw the stock market was really up with the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is a good news because more people taking the vaccine, people can go back to their lives again,
right?
Be exposed. Of course, I believe that nobody's gonna act the same for I don't know how long this is gonna take. We're gonna keep going to restaurants using masks and doing all this procedure. But of course, we're gonna be able to move forward after the vaccine. Yeah.
Right. let's now look to our headline news from across the industry. All right. So the headline news. We're going to start with some cruise news and some those who are flying Qatar Airlines. Some great news for them. Those who are flying are now admitted to the lounge. They have a Seafarers lounge. So on Qatar Airlines, how nice is that? They're calling it the Mariners Lounge. So for those who are flying to ships, if you're flying Qatar Airlines, be sure and check and see if you have executive access to the lounge.
Everybody.
As all mariners.
Yeah, probably not much people is.
Well, people who are going back to the ship. All of our crew going back to the ship now have access to executive lounge.
I travel with Qatar many times and I never had access to.
This is brand new. This is for seagoing personnel. We were notified by Putu, who was our agent in Bali last night. So Putu, thanks for that great information. So whether you're going with Carnival, NCL, whoever it may be, if you're flying Qatar, be sure and check and go to the executive lounge.
So it's two things. Oh, I know a lot of people traveling right now and they want to upgrade, like.
It used to be you had to have business class or first class, but now because your mariners are special,
I think we were together coming from Bali, coming back to the United States. We actually stay on the line for a while, and then we have to pay $80
right.
per person.
But now they can go. Wow, good stuff. We also have some crew from Bali who you can see are heading back to CCL. They have their mask on, of course, guys. We keep talking about the mask. Putting lots of keep that mask on while you're traveling. Sometimes we get pictures of guys who send us a picture and they want to say hi, and they take off their mask. Right? Again, it's you got to keep that mask on, guys. Very important there. Right? We also have that are quarantining in hotel as they prepare to go back. So, guys, if you haven't gone back yet, or you're in the process of going back, understand that you have to get quarantined. Now, on the screen, you've probably seen a picture there of a gentleman who I have some great respect for. His name is Wayan Sulendra. And the reason I put him up there is when CTI Bali started many years ago, he's one of the founders. And he and I worked together on Holland America Line. He was a maitre d', and he came home and we actually did with all the staff what we call strength finders. And what it does, it your top 5 strengths. And out of the whole company, he was the only one that had harmony. And if you do Wayan Sulendra, and a lot of people out there do, there is no finer gentleman that brings people together. And he's been at CTI Bali for many years. So that's Sarat with him. So what a great picture. We're really glad to have him there.
I had the opportunity to meet him when I went to Bali for the first time, and I can guarantee this gentleman is like a strong person.
He really is. So hello to Juan and Sarat out there from our office in Bali. You know, some great Holland America. America is, they've settled their things with the CDC, of course, the Carnival Corporation, and they sent a letter to their employees, and they're going to deploy 6 ships out of the United States. So great news for Holland America. To all of our Holland America crew in Thailand at the moment. Of course, be sure and check CTI Thailand for all the information there. You know, we talk about Thailand as well. I know some of the crew have been calling the office and saying, "Oh, put me on the list, put me on the list." So we have to make this very clear. We don't make the list. This comes from the cruise line, and they come to us and say, "Okay, we need these people, these people." And of course, we contact you to let you know the situation. But with 6 ships going back into service with Holland America Line, great news for the crew. And for those who are in Indonesia, be sure and check with your agent. I believe it's SBI. Check with them because they'll be contacting you as well.
Guys, before we move in further here, I'd like to click on the button and then like our live show right now. And of course, we are here on Facebook. And I want you also click on the button to share. Share this live with your friends. You have a WhatsApp group, so just click on share. If your advice is going to to ask you where you want to send this content. So send to your WhatsApp, send to your friends, bring them here. You know, I know that was even for us was a surprise to do this live on Facebook. But the most important for us is to give you guys the message. You know, I want you guys keep here on CTI. When we finish this, not right now because I don't want you guys leave. When we finish this, for you guys that is new, go to our YouTube channel, click on the button and subscribe to our channel. Every week we usually go live from there. We have a lot of videos, a lot of information about what's going on in the industry, new protocols, things that the CDC is giving to the cruise line, which is giving us, and then we pass forward to you guys. So it's extremely important. As you mentioned about Holland America, you know, more ships, new opportunities, more jobs, more possibilities for you. So keep here watching us. I know some guys who was watching us since the beginning. Some of them are on the ship.
Right.
Some are on the ship.
Some are watching.
Yeah, and
hello those guys at the ship, right?
Yeah, we every week we present here some people that's going to the ship, show the whole flow, you know, the entire flow since they start to go to the office, communicate to the office, things we've been preaching here many times. Talk to the office, understand which cruise line you guys are going, and based on that, they are going to tell you what you have to do. If you have to do PCR test before, in the middle, before the part, like when you're on the ship. So they are going to explain to you everything because each cruise line works
A little bit different,
right? And we are telling, we spoke about Carnival, we spoke about Apollo, but the most important for you right now is to contact your office.
Absolutely. Make sure that your documents are ready. Visas, we keep saying there's going to be long lines for the visa or for the medical. So the sooner you contact them, the better. As you see, they in the America announcement, they said within the next couple of weeks. Well, if you've been sitting at home and your documents are not ready, sometimes we know it takes longer than the next couple of weeks to get ready. So you got to be ready in advance.
Of course.
Also, we have Carnival cancels all of January selling, and the reason for this is this is not a bad thing, guys. That they're getting the ships ready. They've been working with the CDC. There's a lot of new protocols that go onto the ship. You know, the social distancing, the hand washing stations, you know, wearing a mask. All of these kind of things need to be, of course, in place. So as we put them in place, right, they're prepping for that. So it's not a bad thing that it's moved to January. But again, if it's moved to January, guess what? No, November, December, you have to go back.
Correct.
So you got to be ready. Got to be ready, guys.
So regarding Carnival, guys, when you hear or listen any news regarding Carnival or on America, any other cruise line, oh, this cruise line just canceled, this ship canceled that. You have to understand that that is the news that's going on the front line. Everybody audience.
Usually passengers,
Yeah.
right?
However, we CTI Group, we are recruiting agents. We work behind the scenes. We work the preparation, and you guys are part of that. So it's because Carnival is canceled things. Because we are sending people to Carnival.
Absolutely. You saw the pictures earlier. They're going. Right.
Every month we're increasing numbers, you know, as needed.
And these are people who are ready.
Should be as needed. And as you mentioned here, especially in Thailand, but I want to also talk about Vietnam, Malaysia, Myanmar, because we have some people that Carnival has requested those places.
Absolutely.
The other day, if I'm not mistaken, a guy from Vietnam went to Carnival, right?
Right.
Carnival contacted the office and then he went to Carnival.
And for Myanmar also.
So, which means, guys, this is not something that CTI says, oh, I'm going to send Robert Upchurch first and then Eduardo to the no, it doesn't. So what we can do for you right now is, as long as you contact the office, you tell the office that you have all documents done. If you don't have, you get them done. Of course, we can make a list and say, oh, we have these people, and this way we can help.
Absolutely.
Because some of them is, as you mentioned, the office. Hey, sir, can you put me first? If you are ready, we can say this here with those people that have documentation ready. And from that, Carnival is going to decide, send me this, send me this, send me that. Why? Because the ship are not operating. They're not going to hire, for example, bartenders.
All of a sudden, not right away.
For example, it's about the need it for not right.
But we're going to do the test cruises here very shortly, so everybody, including bartenders, everybody has to be ready. Carnival is putting back into service 16 ships, and those ships include the Conquest, the Dream, the Ecstasy, the Elation, the Freedom, the Glory, the Liberty, the Miracle, the Panorama, the Pride, the Sensation, the Sunrise, and also the Vista. And of course, they're also getting ready for the Mardi Gras. So we have already a list of 3,000. We have 11,000 crews in Indonesia, and 3,000 are sitting there ready to go, have their documents prepared. And if you're not one of those, guess what? You're not on that list.
We are preaching over and over. I know some people, they say, oh, I'm just going to get ready when I see my LOE. I'm sorry.
Then you're going to sit there.
You can wait until maybe 7 months, 8 months, a year, because for right now, guys, it's single day. Even sometimes, like, oh, every week they talking about the same, but add something new, right? Because every week something changes.
Absolutely.
It's not the same.
Absolutely. And everybody's going. I mean, there's also a lot of talk about virgin voyages. They're going back. The ships. One of the things the ships have to do, they have to be registered. Then they come into U.S. waters. They're 3 days in U.S. waters. CDC is in contact with them. They're getting the ships ready. So there's a lot of preparation. They have to get what they call a green card, basically. The CDC will come on board. They'll inspect the ship, go through everything. Then they'll give them the green card. That's when they can pick up passengers. In the meantime, there's going to be a lot of test sailing with crew on board and passengers on board. But those passengers will be volunteer passengers. We're not going to be paying passengers.
Yeah, we spoke about this last week,
yeah.
Right? Those guys that Royal Caribbean is looking for people that want to be part of this.
But they launched their website last week, and they have over 100,000 people volunteering to go. So the interest for cruising is there. We're also hearing that late in 21 and 22, that bookings are skyrocketing. People are just waiting to get back on ships. And of course, they can't get back unless the crew are there. So guys, it's completely up to you.
And for those people that never work on a ship, please go in my advice to you. So I've been working in the stock market for a while. And last week also we talked about the stock market, why it was going up. Today we just brought the news here. Because the vaccine is be released soon. And this, of course, bring excitement to the market. Understand one thing, guys. When crises like this happen, it's always opportunity. And one of the few industry that has been hurt deeply was the cruise line.
Absolutely.
And they haven't even tried to recover yet, even have the opportunity to start. And here we come. We are in a situation like the cruise line are preparing everything to go back. Understand one thing: people who like to travel, like to cruise, they can't wait to go back to sea again. Crew members, I know you guys want to work on a ship. People who like to cruise, they love that. For example, right now in the neighborhood here is a lot of older people, right?
Oh, there's a huge cruise community here. Absolutely.
People who did great things in life, they like to travel, they like to take cruises. They don't want to stay at home. What that means, Eduardo? That means that when things start to get back to normal, Carnival say, listen, we are going to start with 5 ships. But the next day, the next week, they can say, listen, put 5 more, 15 more. Why? Because the market is going to consume all of that product. And you guys need to be ready. We are keeping telling him, be ready, sometimes. But when the things start to move, it's going to be really quick.
I see people in the chat. Oh, where's my letter? Where's my LOE? Again, don't worry about the LOE. That's a very simple thing to do quickly. Yeah. If you needed to renew your visa, we understand that. It'll be on its way. The cruise line is looking for those who are ready to go, right? So it is important. If the only thing you lack is a visa, again, call the office, and some LOEs are being issued. So stay in touch. That's the number one thing. One of the things that in the past, and I think this is an amazing cruise line, is Windstar. I know we do have some Windstar crew out there as well. One of the things that if you look at the Windstar ships, they are absolutely amazing. The older ships have the big sails, and the sails are, I mean, if you get on that ship, you hear nothing but the wind. It is just a phenomenal ship. But Windstar also bought a couple ships. They were I believe they were seaborne in the past, if I'm not mistaken, and they've stretched them. They've actually cut them and added stuff in the middle. I mean, it's a section in the middle that makes the ship longer. Of course, passengers. You know what's amazing, guys, is when you look at that ship, and these ships were built sometimes 10, 15, 20 years ago, and they actually can cut the ship in half and stretch it. So I think that's just an amazing thing, right? What an amazing feat. And if you've ever seen that, but when you look at the ship, it's so long and sleek and just beautiful. It's definitely got that Windstar look and feel. So actually the passenger count has gone from 213 or 212 to 312. So they've added an extra 100 passengers, and that's good for the crew.
Of course, more passengers,
more crew. Absolutely, absolutely. So it cost them $250 million. Imagine, and they've got 3 of those ships that they've done that.
So let me tell you something. Do you know the competition that's like
Yeah.
Maritime challenge. Let me show you.
All right.
I'm gonna show you.
We just lost our picture.
Lost it.
Yeah. I think it's the connection itself.
Okay.
Oh, we're back.
I got him back.
Yeah.
So
You know, for those who are in the Maritime Challenge, again, congratulations for getting this far. I think it's amazing what you guys have done. And actually, next year we will be starting an all new Maritime Challenge with bigger prizes and bigger events. So if you do go back to the ship, by all means, you can still be in the Maritime Challenge. You can send videos. You can encourage your friends to support you on the ship. We'll be doing a competition between ship and ship. For example, you may work on one of the carnival ships, and one of your other friends may be on another ship. So we'll encourage competition, and even competition between cruise lines, right? You'll be working for RCCL, and another guy's working on carnival, so it'll be a lot of fun. I think you got it right.
yeah.
Okay.
So Harold is going to post the screen so you guys can see poster for you. This picture here, you can see we have 7 contestants.
Okay.
Those people are running and then competing to opportunity to go to the grand final. In the beginning of the show, like the guy who you see, for example, the guy is a number 2. He wasn't the first.
Who two?
Yeah, then he comes to the second, then he comes to the last, and the guy who was the last but had no view, no votes, he jumped to the first place, and you know.
I love competition.
And because we have a WhatsApp group, and I gave the link to them, I gave this ad to them. I say, hey guys, go sell yourself to your friends and tell your friends to come to watch, because it's important also you watch what these guys have done.
And bring those people with you. Vote for you. Bring them to the show.
Go to our YouTube page, CTI Group Worldwide Servers, and then you can go to our playlist and you can see those videos they have done there. And it was very, very nice, because overnight, the guy who was the last, he jumped for the first place. You know?
That's what shows a little work to do.
So, maybe in 20 minutes, let's do like in 20 minutes.
Okay.
In 20 minutes, we are going to close the right?
Okay.
We have to close the, and I'm going to bring here live how the results.
Okay. Great.
Okay, let's do
Great.
this way.
Great. So, guys, if you haven't voted yet, make sure you get
And
out there.
I'm
And vote.
going to vote right now. I'm going to just pick up someone here random.
Show them how it's
The
done.
lady. I'm going
Right.
to choose the lady here.
Okay.
I just vote. I'm voting right now because I have done mine yet.
Validating your
See
vote.
ya.
How
Thanks.
simple that was.
Yeah, very simple. Thanks for your vote. And that's it. We're gonna be back here in 20 minutes to bring you guys the results. That's it.
That's great. That's so simple. So, guys, if you haven't voted, please do that. A couple things here, right? As you know, we do have a YouTube page, so go to the YouTube page, like the page, do your thumbs up there, all that kind of stuff. We have a lot of new videos coming. It's amazing how the videos are taking off.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people watching. But if you're in the cruise industry, if you're a crew member, it doesn't matter if you're from a on down. We're starting a new executive very soon. So there's information there for everybody. It doesn't matter what the position is. There is cruise news information.
Yeah, it's important for the executive level also here from the cruise line perspective, the way they see the business. I saw I saw something from Viper.
Yes, we have coming up in just a few moments. Sure. Hang on, guys.
It's really important to see how this goes, see what's going on right now. You know, as you receive the guide from someone who is watching on the position that people who decide what's going to happen in the future, it gives you a sense like, oh, like I'm going to the direction. I have to review myself here and get on track what this guy is doing, because it's important information.
When you listen to a CEO or a vice president or president or someone in a higher level position talking, they're talking facts, right? Because they have to talk facts. So it's good to sit back and learn and listen from them, because you'll see a lot of news reporters, and news reporters get information and they put it into different words, and sometimes it doesn't mean exactly what the CEO may have been trying to say. So it's good to watch those. So, and also practice your English with them, right? All right. As we know, just last week they had finished a transatlantic crossing. They came from England all the way to Barbados. They did a great cruise all the way there. Then they did their first Caribbean cruise out of Barbados. And unfortunately, the first day they had a case, and that case spread to eventually 7 people. And Sea Dream decided to cancel all of their remaining cruises for this year. But they're very optimistic. They say, okay, we have a great process in place, but now guess what? Now we need to review that process and make sure that we get everything back in order. And so, but congratulations to Sea Dream. I mean, the crew are well, the passengers are well. A lot of things to be learned there, but Sea Dream, good luck to you. You know, keep moving on.
Sea Dream, they have the ship is like a yacht, right?
It's a yacht, yeah. It's a small yacht. They only carried half passengers this time, and I believe it was around 60. I think they can carry 120. But some of our fellow YouTubers were there. Ben and David was there. There was another gentleman there, and they were doing a lot of live. So congratulations to them. I understand they're safe back home in England again.
Correct.
So guys, and again, thanks for all the updates from there. It's also good to see inside the ship and what's going on. 2 very talented YouTubers. Ben and David, if you haven't seen them, go give their channel a check.
During this quarantine, everything what's going on, because they try to travel, they try to be voluntary as well, and be part of what's going on, the same way that we are trying to be part of what's going on here and rebuild help to rebuild the industry again.
And we'll also see about getting on some of the test ships to bring live guys what's happening there, because I think it's important, right? You understand the new protocols. We do get videos from crew members who are already on board, and by the way, thanks guys for doing that. Great information there, so we can share with all the other crew who are going to the ships. Very important information there, so we really appreciate them doing that.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about our executive series. This is a new series that CTI is starting, and what we want you to do is we want you to feel closer to those who are in charge. If you look at you know, all the cruise lines, as we said, there's a lot of operations that go on in the background, and we want to bring that to you. One of the where we were talking about Royal Caribbean, and a gentleman who is he's actually the chairman and CEO, Mr. Richard Fain. And it's so funny, his last video, he said, you know, success comes from facing uphill challenges, right? If you do the same thing every day, you're not successful because you don't grow. And now that this virus has come, guess what? It's taught us to think different, to do many things different, to think outside the box. It forces you to, and of course that makes you grow. So Richard is a very positive gentleman. He's also been voted as one of the best CEOs. He's on a list of CEOs in the United States. And what I like about Richard, right, he has passion. You can hear when he talks, and he keeps everybody informed. But anyway, our first video, as we highlight Mr. Fain, comes from RTCL and his video that he did called Return to Service. So we'd like to watch this, and you'll see, again, on our YouTube page, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page, there's a new series starting off, and he will be the lead off for this new series. In the action. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of a technical difficulty. I know that internet's been up and down today, so you know that
Yes,
works.
but that's the fun about live. Go live, you see live, you know. Because when we record, let's cut this and then jump to the next one. When you go live, you don't have that chance to you see.
There is no perfect live,
Yeah.
right? And that's what makes it exciting, right? You're sitting there talking, and unfortunately, you have to pick up another subject. All right, I think we were talking about Richard Fain, and he's going to be our first spotlight on our executive series here. And again, an extremely personable guy. I admire how he connects with the audience. And, you know, also at Carnival, right? The Carnival people, the NCL people. I mean, these have to be public people, and good at what they do. They sit down, they practice, they understand what they want to say to the audience. Arnold Donald is great. He's great at it. And so, anyway, I think we're ready for that video. No, okay. We're working on that video. We will.
No, but
we will connect you.
I think if the guys want to watch that video, they have to go to our YouTube page to watch.
Well, it'll premiere today on yes.
I think let's do this way. When we finish here, then we publish the video. Let's see how many people is going to watch. You guys who watch that video, you give your like, put your comment there. He's from Royal Caribbean, right?
Right. He's the CEO.
Even if you guys work for NCL, Carnival, Holland America, or any other cruise line, Disney Cruise Line. So even though go there and watch, guys, it's important to know what's going on in the industry. People who has the courage to speak in a moment like that, they think about before they say something, right? Because they know the importance of their voice. They know that what they say is relevant to the industry. To be a good information for you.
Okay. Then let's check in on the Maritime Challenge. Do you have anything happening?
You want to just give a little like to see who is ahead.
Yes. Let's see. I like this instant live vote. I think this is great.
Next week, guys. By the way, next week we have the singer.
Okay.
You know, today when we finish here, we are going to announce who is going to the grand final on the category storytellers. And from tomorrow, we have one day. From tomorrow, we are going to open the votes for singers. You guys are going to be able to vote which you like the most. If you don't know who they are, because we're going to post everywhere on our page, you can go to our YouTube and check what they have done. And then if you like, do it. But you know that most of these guys, they have to vote them no matter what they have done. You know, and don't be frustrated.
But that's what voting's all about.
If you made a great job, maybe your video is amazing, you know, like that's the reason we put people who has 1,000 views, they deserve to be back in the grand final. Right. Because they have one guy has 3,500 views on YouTube. Wow. So which means he has audience. Right. People's watching him, people seeing him. So you guys have to be ready.
Is this guy on the ship already?
Well, he's on the ship already.
Okay.
He's one of the singers. But for the other people is competing right now, of course they are going to keep their friend. Maybe someone has an amazing job, but
so it works.
I'm going to pick my friend, you know.
Get involved. Hey.
It is important as you have friends.
If you were on there, hey, I'll vote for you. How much more do I get?
No.
It's all about
because you're my friend. Only for that. So let's take a look on the results a little bit. Okay, let's refresh.
I see.
Oh my God, this guy was in the second, now he's in the third. I'm not gonna say it right now.
No, I can see that on the screen here.
You can see, but I don't believe the guys can see. If you want to know guys who's going to pass, you have to wait.
Wow.
It's 10 more minutes, only 10 more. Okay. Let me see here.
Okay.
10 more minutes. 9 minutes. Okay? In 9 minutes, I'm gonna bring you guys here what's going to happen.
All right, guys, go vote. Go vote.
Oh, Harold.
Say that again, Harold.
Yeah, we are live. Talking with Harold here, guys. If you guys don't know who is Harold, he's into our office and
he's in Fort Lauderdale running this program.
Talking to us. I feel like I'm on the TV, like I'm on CNN. I have one here, my director here, giving the okay.
Is whispering in your ear.
Yeah, talking to us.
It's funny, we started our video and actually the advertisement was who's in the White House. Guys, we still don't know who's in the White House right now. President Trump is still there and it's still not been decided. So lots and lots of things going back and forth. We also, we know that there's people sitting in hotels waiting to go to the ship. Actually, some of them are already going to the ship. A lot of things happening there. So, you know, we bring these things up in our enticement for you to come and watch the show, and these are answers, right? One of the answers we do have, and we talked about this in our advertisement, was that the Maritime Challenge is happening, and we know it's happening, right? So good for those people who are involved in the Maritime Challenge.
Yeah. So I thought we want to talk about Hurtigruten, no?
Hurtigruten, yes. You remember? This is a couple months ago when Hurtigruten decided to take cruising back, and yes, they had some COVID cases, and they are restructuring. They're doing what they call a Black Friday sale. Do you know Black Friday?
Oh, Black Friday just coming now.
It's coming next week.
When you think so?
Well, I don't think anybody gives you anything for free, but actually, what happens is, of course, Black Friday is about big discounts. They'll try to get you to buy things, so they lower the prices. And it's funny, in the past I have seen where people go to stores and they're pushing, shoving because they want that big 50-inch TV for $200. Right? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I'd rather sit home and do my Black Friday online. Much safer.
You know what I think they do? They raise the price, like they put the price 2 times higher, like 1 or 2 weeks before, and then when you go buy, they say, "Oh, it's 50% off."
Is doing a 50% off to some cruise agents. Well, this is going to be real exciting. So if you do Hurtigruten, and there's some people out there who do, so again, check with your agent. Be sure and find out what's going on there. But they are going on select itineraries 50%, and that's unusual in the cruise industry.
Wow.
And of course, it will get people back, so no reason to do that.
So I think we have a video here presenting all the candidates from our Maritime Challenge.
Oh, okay.
This can,
Okay.
and we put first those people who is already passed to the grand final,
Right.
Of course. Let's play this video.
All right, Harold, you got the video for us? Oh, okay.
Because I know that this video is going to be good. I can I participate on the challenge?
Right.
Submit your video. You can submit your video. You want to from the same time you have to present like on next year 2020. I do more better because this year also I this year, you know, because what we're gonna do here, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna do like 1,000 times better. We can get even sponsor to, you know, raise the prices.
Oh, absolutely. The first time you do it, right, it's an experiment, and you feel the audience, and they feel you, and you understand things. We've also got things to from our WAAS. We've got shirts coming. We've got logo hats coming. All kinds of things.
I want to have a challenge.
Do you?
I want.
Okay.
Okay. I think the video is ready.
All right, all right. I know that the Maritime Challenge is going. You've seen on the screen there some of the people who are participating. And this is the storytellers. Right? In these storytellers, lots of people who just came forward and said, "Hey, this is what I do," and the storytellers are great, right? Because it's a huge and a very wide category of people. So next year we will have of course, storytellers, our singers, our dancers, all kinds of performances. You may be a DJ. I see our screen is going up and down, left and right. This is part of the right. And we're back. Okay. Anyway, our time challenge next year, as I say that it'll be bigger. We have more practice, more games and that sort of thing coming. Yeah.
So actually, you guys, we finalized here the thing. We already sent the results to our director, Harold. That's how we kind of preparing everything. Here we have 3 hands here, but before anything, I would like to say a big shout out.
Okay.
Our storytellers, as we mentioned here, we have all the categories. We have musician, we have dancers, we have singers, and we have skills demonstration.
Cooking,
yeah, isn't that's what is so good, because that whatever you can do, and then if it's not into one of our categories, we can put you in the skills demonstration, like it's any skill that you might have. So, but our big shout out to Nandela, the twins from Indonesia. You know what's great about them? Because they submit their video like 2 weeks ago. In less than 1 week, they hit over 1,000 views, which means they shared this video with everybody.
Wow, good for them.
And qualified them, of course, to the grand final. Sukaria, he or she, because actually she didn't identify a picture to us. Probably here. Send a video for us from the anchorship. Remember the
yeah. That's probably the gentleman.
Yeah, probably the working anchorship is very heavy duty. And this video has over 3,500 views. This video.
Oh, look at him! Congratulations.
And we have another gentleman from Marella Cruise Lines.
Okay.
Marella Cruise Lines. His name is Nanda. He's from Indonesia. Send a video. His video has 1.9 views. 1.9 thousand.
He's almost 2,000.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So those 3 guys, they already moved to the grand final. Congratulations to them. And right now, we are here competing the same finals, guys. This same final. Aida Bagus. We have here Putu Indra. This gentleman, he's competing in 2 categories.
Really?
Because, he sent more than 1 video. Okay. You guys could see as much as you can, right?
There you go.
So, Puta Indra, we have Mohammed, we have IY, we have Galu, we have Nguyen, like from Vietnam, right? Nguyen. Forgive me for the spell. And JV Jen. Guys, from these guys here, we have people from all of America, people from NCL, we have people from Carnival, we have people from Virgin Voyages.
Okay.
So, I want to see you guys on our next Maritime Challenge if you haven't participated yet. And right now, at this moment, I'm going to ask Mr. Harold. Mr. Harold, do you have the results? Okay, it's there. Can you put the result on the screen so we all see together?
All right, it's on the screen now. We can see that.
We cannot see the result. Okay,
there you go.
Let me see the results here. Just a moment, guys. Let's see the results, Mr. Upchurch. So as you guys can see, on the first place, the number 3, Mr. Mohammed, with 521 votes.
Just today?
It's not only today, like for the whole week, right?
Okay.
We have total the amount 1,832 votes.
Okay.
And the number 3, Mr. Mohammed, is in the first place with 521. let's talk about the last one right now, right? First and the last
All
one,
right.
so we can be excited.
All right.
Unfortunately, the last place is Mr. Putu Indra with only 68 votes.
Putu, what are you doing out
Can you
there?
imagine in the beginning he was the first one? When the thing just started, he jumped in the circle. He was the number one.
What happened to Putu?
Now he finalized it.
Putu, come on now. Yeah, I know you can do better than that.
Okay, let's go to the second right now.
Okay.
The second is the number 6, JV Jan from Thailand.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
you know,
from Thailand.
we have a big audience in Thailand.
Big
Come
audience
on,
in
fellow
Thailand.
Thai
He was from
guys,
Thailand.
Thai ladies, jump on and support your guy there.
He got 348 votes.
Do you know how many millions of people are in Thailand? He needs to reach out through his social media. And he's probably, what cruise line is he with?
He's from Virgin Voyages.
Ah, okay.
You know?
All right, well, you know, Virgin Voyages, you got to have that special attitude to get out there and work. So
Personality.
turn on the personality.
It's all about personality. Okay. We spoke about the first, the second. Okay, let's continue. The number 3 is the guy which his vote number is number 7. Mr. Galu from Carnival. He got 342 votes.
Gotcha.
And guys, remember, only 4 of these 7 is going to the grand final.
And how
And
long
gonna-
can they vote? Until
No,
when?
it's over. It's over
Oh,
right
this-
now.
this
We
is
just
done?
finished. Yeah, this
Oh.
vote is done. So whatever I'm saying here.
Wow.
So first, Mohammed. Second, JV Jan. And the third, Galu from Carnival. And fourth, Mr. Aide Bagus with 304 votes.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Mr. Wyatt, remember the guy who sent that video say, darling, wait for me, I will be back.
Oh, yeah.
The Carnival video, amazing video he has sent. You see,
Where is he?
he is on a fifth place. He can go to the final.
Oh my
You
goodness.
see? Guys, once you make the video also, you need to build your audience. You need to say to people, watch what we are doing here. Like,
So do we contact them by email? What's up? How do they know if they're in the finals?
no, we have on WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp group here.
Okay. So
Okay.
guys, watch your WhatsApp.
So
That's important.
unfortunately, the lady of this group, Miss Nguyen,
Nguyen. Mhm.
she's out as well. She only got 99 votes. Where's the audience from Vietnam?
So I need to say to Ann in our CTI Vietnam office, Ann, what's going on there? I know you support the crew all the time. But anyway, I'm going to shout out to you. Ann, come on, talk to these people.
Bring
And
back.
Ann's a lovely lady. She was in our last explainer video. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, so officially, I have to say who's going to join Aruna, Aisu Karia, and Nanda on the grand final of this Maritime Challenge semi-finals. Will be Mr. Mohammed,
Okay.
J. Chen, Mr. Kalu,
Those four.
those 4.
Hey guys, congratulations
the
to
grand
you.
final.
Finals,
Welcome to the
right?
finals.
And next week we do singers.
Yeah.
Singers.
And you guys are effective with your video. You guys can participate, voting, sharing. Choose pick one person. So this guy and vote on him. And what is the good thing here on this Maritime Challenge is because we divide categories, which means you can have a different people that like, for example, for singers, like this guy, or for storyteller, I like this guy.
So you can vote multiple times, different people.
Because you have different categories, so it's going to give you guys an opportunity to vote in one time in different categories, which is good.
You know, a lot of people will sit back and say, okay, let me watch this first one so I kind of understand what's happening. And then the next Maritime Challenge that starts, look out, it's going to go crazy.
Yeah, you will.
A lot of people will get involved. And I like this competition between ship and back and forth, right? The from ship to ship, from company to company, we are all seafarers. WAAS, right? We
I
are
think
all
for
seafarers.
those guys who stay here, you should give them something like maybe the video. For the people who's watching us until the end.
Yeah.
I just heard from my producer here that
Oh, I'm sorry.
he has a video.
Okay.
You have a video for us?
All right. Let's go to that.
Yeah. People who were watching us until the end, that's, you know. Yeah, he has the video.
Which video is that? Okay. Oh, I think. Oh, we're gonna break away from Maritime Challenge for a second, and we're gonna go back to our executive. We talked about our new series, the executive series, right? And this is the executive outlook. And today we're very pleased to present Richard Bank, who is the chairman and CEO of the now they call themselves the Royal Group, right? They use Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines International and Limited, so now it's going to be the Royal Group. And a very wise man, and again, like I say, a very personable guy. Both one of the best CEOs. He's on the list. I believe it's on the top 20. So very, very exciting up there. So guys, have a look. I believe we have this ready now.
Welcome to CTI Group. The Executive Outlook. This series, we will highlight cruise lines and their executive perspectives. Our goal at CTI Group is for you, as a crew member, to better understand the company that employs you, maybe now or in the future. Royal Caribbean Group, formerly known as Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, is an American global cruise holding company incorporated in Liberia and based in Miami, Florida, USA. It is the world's second largest cruise line operator. As of July 2020, Royal Caribbean Group wholly owns 4 cruise lines: Royal Caribbean International, Celebrity, Azamara, and Silversea Cruises. They also hold a 50% stake in TUI Cruises. The company recently purchased Hapag-Lloyd Cruises. The company's 63 ships carry more than 6 million guests a year to ports on all 7 continents. Today in our executive spotlight, we are pleased to present Mr. Richard D. Fain. Mr. Fain is Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Royal Caribbean Group. Mr. Fain holds a BS degree in Economics from the University of California, Berkeley, and an MBA from the Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania. He and his wife, Colleen, have 4 children and 7 grandchildren. Today we highlight Mr. Fain from the Royal Caribbean Group CEO as he speaks on CDC allowing cruise ships to conditionally sail again.
Hello to all of our travel advisor partners and best wishes from all of your friends here at the Royal Caribbean Group. These videos are simply no substitute for seeing you all face to face, but until we can do that, I do enjoy being able to visit with you at least this way. I especially enjoy it when I can share some news now and again, and particularly when it's good news. Okay, now that you've voted, we can talk about the latest news from the CDC. As you all know, they've made the decision to let the no-sail order lapse and to replace it with a new order called the Framework for Conditional Sailing. This is really a big deal, and we are really very excited about what the future holds for us. It's not the end of the journey, but it is an important milestone on that journey, and it provides a clear pathway for our resumption of service. Boy, it certainly feels good to be able to say that. You've heard me speak about the very important and the very impressive work of the Healthy Sail Panel, which we assembled together with Norwegian Cruise Lines Holdings. That work, those people, and I will say it again, what a crucial difference those men and women made to us in our industry. Their 74 recommendations have been embraced by our company, endorsed by the entire cruise industry, and clearly help persuade the CDC that we have a thoughtful and comprehensive plan to resume service in a safe and in a healthy manner, and we're ready to do it. Indeed, the plan's main goal was to define a way to make a cruise ship a healthier environment with less risk of disease than Main Street USA. The focus of our industry right now is on delivering against that goal, not just in theory, but in practice. Now, it's important to remember that this new order sets forth a framework for resuming service. But it will require a lot of work to actually restart operations. It will take some time to go from where we are to our first commercial sailings. I can't wait, but it will take some time because the order calls for a lot of details that will need to be specified, clarified, or adjusted over the coming period. We and the CDC have both committed to devote the time and the effort to finding the best way to do that cooperatively, constructively, to realize our common goal of restarting cruising here in the USA in a safe and in a healthy manner. Logistically, I envy some businesses for whom restarting is not much more complicated than driving back to the store, opening up the doors, and turning on the lights. For us, we have a number of steps that we have to take. We have to train our crew in the new procedures, and we have to get them safely back to our ships. This includes having every one of them take multiple COVID tests before they leave home and after they arrive to their home port, and then engaging in a quarantine period after they've done all the testing. We have to reposition our ships, update their certifications, provision them, make physical modifications to support the physical distancing, and upgrade the medical care on board. And most significantly, we are committed to, and the framework calls for, a series of trial sailings where we will road test all of our new protocols using employees and other volunteers to stand in for guests. At every step of the way, we will be making tweaks and modifications to make sure that things run smoothly. Then, by the time we welcome guests back on board, we should have everything in place to operate safely, and this is very important, still deliver all the elements of an amazing cruise vacation. Then we'll continue to tweak the product, as we always do, to take advantage of new knowledge and take advantage of new technology. We will continue always to make the cruise safer and continue always to make the experience even better and more memorable for your clients. Unfortunately, as excited as we are to have this pathway to restarting, even this path is a slower road to normalcy than any of us would like. We know how eager you all are, and we all are, to start selling cruises again after an exceedingly painful 7 months. We too want that slow part to be as quick as we can make it. But we are significantly closer to resuming service than at any point since March, and we are so much better prepared for that moment than we have ever been. We also have to take note of what is happening in the society around us, and that is the big surge in COVID cases around the world. We're seeing that in the US, where the number is now running in the range of 100,000 confirmed new cases every day. But we're also seeing it in Europe, which had remarkably few cases until now, but has just started reclosing in places that you wouldn't have thought of, like Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Spain, and the UK, and others. This surge, which is probably a second wave, has been predicted from the very beginning as we enter the cold and flu season. But while this peak may be horrible, there are also strong signs that this may be the virus's last big surge. I've generally avoided making predictions in these videos, but I'm feeling good enough about the future to make an exception here about the period that will follow this surge. I have 4 reasons for my optimism: masks, testing, therapies, and vaccines. First, more people are wearing masks, and masks are very effective in limiting the spread. One estimate puts usage at 75%. If we all wear masks now, we won't have to wear them as long later on. 2, at the same time, testing is undergoing an extraordinary improvement in speed, cost, and ease of use. Testing is one of the most effective ways to limit the spread, and it allows for more effective contact tracing. Third, the progress in treatments has been phenomenal, with more new therapies becoming more widely available almost every day. Better treatments mean fewer hospital admissions and fewer fatalities, and that is the most important measure. Lastly, through technology, the progress on vaccines has been unprecedented. It's still going to take a while for enough vaccine to be produced for everybody, but there will be enough early production to protect the most vulnerable amongst us. Now, while each of those factors will help contain the spread next year, it's the
All right, so welcome back, and again, we'd like to thank Mr. Richard Fain. Video is broadcasted. We're going to continue to bring you some executives and their opinion on our new channel. So be sure to go to YouTube.
Guys, don't forget, go to CTI Worldwide Server. This is our YouTube channel, and you guys are able to watch all videos that we already post, live that we already presented. And every week we post 2 to 3 videos, sometimes more. It depends on the need of the industry. But make sure you be part of what we're doing. Make sure when you go to our YouTube page, you subscribe. Every time when you interact with us, put your comment. Maybe some subject that you are struggling and you would like to know more about. Put your comment below. Hey guys, I would like to talking about this, because I know that some people, they have questions, but they feel like afraid to talk.
We're very easy.
And then maybe some another crew member can come and ask a question. So that's why we build the YouTube channel, so we have a family here together. So thank you so much for watching us.
Yeah, we're again live in Tampa. Again, we're up here today. We're not our normal studio in Lauderdale. We will do a couple more here because we're up here visiting my mother, my mom, and my sister. They're all doing well. Hello to everybody out there who continues to support us. And by the way, Thanksgiving next week.
Thanksgiving next week in the United States, and you guys, I don't know if you guys Thanksgiving. I never had Thanksgiving in Brazil.
U.S. is everything. I think we have, even though the CDC has recommended more than 10 people to get together.
But fine, okay. So, by the way, I would like to give my big shout out to our partner in Bali, OTC Bali, the Overseas Training Center. And I want you guys, thank you so much for being part of every live, everything we do.
Always there.
Behind OTC Denpasar, OTC Jimberna, OTC Sadua, OTC. They have many branches, and as I mentioned before, guys, we've been working with OTC for over 2 years, and I personally have experience to go to one of the schools and interview like hundreds of people, and we have sent them to the ship because they put good candidates in front of us, and I know that they also work with other schools, like smaller schools, small numbers, and by the time when we have a good trip, by the time when Carnival, Virgin Voyage wants someone, they put everybody together, send to see. I mean, mostly right now because we partner, then we send to the ship. Every time we present people to our students from CC that already have experience, because they go to the ship in Taiwan, they go in Malaysia, they go in many good places which give them a good exposure. Our clients always say things about them. So congratulations to OTC, or congratulations to all you guys watching us. For people watching us from different countries, India, from Nepal, Philippines, from Africa, in any other country, guys, thank you so much for being part of us. If you don't have agents, please look for your agents.
Absolutely. A lot of people going on. A lot of things happening.
If it somehow CTI can help you, maybe we will be able to process your documents, because we don't have office in your country, and this is really important so you guys know that, because we don't have office in your country, we cannot process you. But online, we can guide you, right? We can give you guys a support. So reach out to us anytime, tell your situation, tell your experience, and then we have a team here. We are going to support you, because we are here. CTI stands for make a difference. CTI stands to help people achieve their goals, make the parents feel proud of them. That touched me a lot when I hear from the leisure crew. So I want to make my proud of me. So thank you for you guys watching us at this time, and don't forget, give your like, put your comments, your thoughts, and next show, guys, we have the same finals for the singers, which is the
very exciting. Right.
That we have is the singers, a lot of great singers, amazing voices, and you guys are going to decide who is going to the grand final and who is going to finish here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. As the I always say, go give someone a big hug. Love them. Let's make the world a better place. And until next Friday, we'll see you back on YouTube.
Yeah. See you guys.
Have a great one.
Bye.